I wanted to do just a quick unboxing because I got yet another cheap exhaust, a catback. Came in just now. I'm actually in the middle of doing the brakes. These are pretty rough. I was doing those. Yeah, they're pretty bad. I'm not sure why those have holes in them, but just did the pads and just like some generic rotors. And I don't know if I've done a, I don't think I've done an update yet. Done the engine bay, kind of cleaned it up a bit too. I don't remember, to be honest. Engine bay is still that. I don't really want to get headers for this because I know these single cams sound better with just the catback. They sound a little deeper, keeping the stock cat and the manifold on. But I actually don't have the heat shield for this. Someone stripped them. I'm looking for the heat shield for this, just to kind of clean this up, because that's kind of the only eyesore really, and it being having rusty bolts everywhere and stuff. Replaced the mirrors too. Got the fake spoon mirrors. Kind of tell they're manual. So I also just got a cheap steering wheel because I wanted a different steering wheel, of course. I will be getting like something more legit. I mean, this one's just a fake Nardi, but it'll do the job. I don't really drive the car. I know these are kind of sketchy to drive with, but that's pretty much it for the inside. Never really did much. I'm still looking for this hatch here. But I'm gonna unbox this real quick. I'm gonna try to do it with one hand. Yes, of course, it's a fart can. You pretty much know how this goes. It's like a 4.5 inch. I mean, at least it'll look better. Hopefully it'll, I don't know about the D15. I know my D15 on my 93 DX, the coupe I had, sounded pretty decent. I like the way that sounded. It just kind of gave it a deep tone, but I think the fart can on that one was like 3.5 inches. It wasn't even a 4-inch can. So hopefully this one ain't as raspy. I mean, I don't really care if it is. Oh yeah, I actually had the clutch done on this too. But I was told the transmission just needs a rebuild anyway, because it is, you can kind of see, because it's pretty loud, the transmission. You can hear, you guys said that like the bearing, when the clutch isn't held in, it starts rattling. So eventually I'll get to that. I wish I could just swap out this engine, but it's kind of not in my budget right now, so I'm kind of just doing what I can to make it work for me for now. I like this VTEC-E engine. I mean, I'm not one to care about power right now anyway, so I mean, I don't care about gas mileage either, but it's a good engine. Right here, these ain't really too common to come by. I think there's only like one listed on eBay. Probably, I think the only legit swap, I want at least a Y8 in here, like the one from the Civic EX, the 6 gens. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be posting up these for sale as well. I accidentally ordered some for a sedan. It seems like they're kind of hard to come by on coupes and hatchbacks for some reason. Yeah, I'll probably let those go. But yeah, this car has quite a bit of rust. I can kind of tell it's kind of rusted. Hopefully I have no trouble if if I have trouble with the exhaust, I'll just cut it. You kind of see it too. Those two bolts that you don't necessarily need. You can see I had to drill it. I already broke one deal there. I don't really use them. I mean the lugs hold it anyway, so. But I'll install this real quick and then I'll do a sound clip of that. Alright, so I finished the catback install. I had no problems with my brakes. I finished that pretty easy. The exhaust though, I could show you the exhaust. Not in the best shape. I didn't find no holes or nothing, but there's got that all out, no problem. Well, I have to cut this side because that part, those bolts are pretty rusted, so. But other than that, the exhaust, the catback fit fine. Other than rubbing on the rear bumper here, but as kind of expected. I've ran into that problem before with I just gotta kind of trim that upper part here. And it being hanging low, but I'm hoping it's not like that when I fix this other problem, which is the cat, like the DX model and all that the other models, they have a standard cat like right behind the downpipe, but this one's actually on the manifold like how some cars have, I guess. So that being said, it don't exactly reach like it should. I'm trying to get this light here. But you kind of see it does not reach. So there's how it's supposed to go. Have all that buttoned up. And like any other Civic that I've done, there's a cat right here, and it bolts up to this like 3-hole flange. But this isn't a normal Civic, I suppose, because there's no cat at the bottom here, so it doesn't reach. There's the end of the downpipe there. So what I didn't want to do was just order a D series header to go with it, I guess, along with the test pipe, so it'll reach. So I'm going to have to eventually get rid of this coming week, so I'm gonna have to wait for that to come in to finish it up. But that's literally the only problem I ran into, so it's probably gonna be more raspy than what I would like. It'll actually clean up the engine bay, 'cause I mean the look of a header is way nicer than this, but it's gonna be really raspy with that test pipe. If it worst comes to worst, I'll probably just end up getting rid of this, like cutting off this giant fart can, because I mean that was temporary to begin with anyway, so. I'll probably slap like a vibrate muffler or something like that at the end of this, because I mean the piping's good on these eBay exhausts. I have no issues with those. That's kind of where I am right now with this. I still have a long list of what I need to do. I'm looking pretty hard for one of these hatches. I don't want to put an arm and a leg. I might have to, but because that's kind of an eyesore. I might just order new bumpers too. This one isn't bad, but I mean, I won't have to go crazy over the course of this. That I'm gonna have to fix eventually. And of course, it needs new tail lights. This one's pretty cracked. I mean, I kind of primed up the rust spots. Mirror's kind of ruined, so I just put a Broadway mirror. Never really did much else. I'm probably gonna replace this steering wheel pretty quickly though too, because probably grab me an NRG wheel soon, because it's kind of ugly now that I kind of see it. So that's kind of where I'm at though. I'll upload a part 2 to do an update on the exhaust and such, do a sound, because I know it's going to be pretty raspy. So this is where I'm going to leave it right now. Doesn't really, not much of a video. I didn't do like an install type video because I mean these are all over anyway, so just like another update I suppose. Nothing more.